Good Friday morning. It is the beginning of a new week. Welcome. If this is your first time here, remember to subscribe. Every Saturday, nope, I take that back. Every Sunday, I do another vlog, and I do my weekly vlogs, and I hope that you enjoy this week, because I plan on this being sort of a fun week. Got a couple things planned and getting ready for a big adventure, so you're going to get to come along for some of these things, and that'll be great. This day, I've got my big call today, my mastermind call today, and I need to get a lot of cleaning and things done because it's time to redecorate for the week. So let's go. I had to turn on the air conditioner because it is roasting in here, and I mean roasting. There is no air moving, it's just hot. So yeah, the air conditioner is going on. Alright, so maybe it feels hotter than what I thought it was. I thought it was really hot, but it says it's only 75 in here. It feels way hotter. I don't know, we'll see. I'm always really shocked to find out that people are surprised I don't watch much TV. Yes, it's true. But then my big question becomes, when am I watching TV? I mean, we all know that most of my life is spent editing, cool. And then when I'm not editing, I'm videotaping, cool. And then researching recipes, that sort of stuff. When am I going to watch TV? And I also still have to do YouTube and also social media, so that just makes it more exciting that way. Good Saturday morning. On my agenda was a big adventure today, but those plans got changed, unfortunately, so I'm not sure what we'll do. We'll try to keep things open to what we can and cannot do. It should be a really hot day, so that'll be interesting. I'm sure the air conditioner is going to go on because I think the high is supposed to be like in the 90s, so that'll be lots and lots of fun. So, even though my plans got majorly changed today, which is okay, and then there was all this news about the YouTuber who was killed last night, it's sort of interesting to put things into perspective, because VidCon is going on next Friday. Well, this coming Friday. In fact, it'll probably be already happened by the time this comes out. And I wonder what kind of security and changes things are going to be going on there, because this fan killed his person he was a fan of. We're not sure as of right now why, which is really sad and really sort of scary. VidCon will have all sorts of YouTube people there, and it will be very interesting to see how it is different. So this is going to be interesting to take a look at. It is evening time. I have to have the air conditioner on because it's still pretty warm outside, but it is much better. But I don't know if I've ever shown you my quote-unquote night lights. They help the dog move around at night because I don't think she sees real well at night. But I think they're pretty cool. They are just solar lights put into cups, which make it, like, nice. Then I put them out in the morning so they can get all the sunshine that they need and bring them back in at night. Good. Have I done this already? I might have. Good steamy Sunday morning. Probably have done this already. It is like 80-some degrees right now. Really sunny, really nice, but wow, it's going to be a hot one today. I'm glad I am mostly indoors today. I'm trying to stay in the light right now. Going to be doing some things, making a few videos I hadn't planned on doing. One video which will be about Patreon, which I totally hadn't planned on doing, but I got a lot of questions from people asking me about it and asking me to do a video about it, so I will do a video about it. So I just got done recording my Patreon video, and there are a couple things to think about. One, it's roasting hot. Oh my gosh, it's really hot in here. I didn't expect it to be so hot. And the other thing is, I hope it explains what Patreon is and why I'm doing it and that sort of stuff. And I hope people who have questions, ask me about it. So this will be an interesting experiment. But now I've done an actual video on my Patreon. And then it becomes ridiculously nice outside after being ridiculously hot all day. It is wonderful. Cool breeze. It is quiet. This is why I had such a hard time with Rich Coe's photo question of the week. What's the most beautiful place? Because it really is really pretty here. So, eek, how to choose. But yeah, that's one of the bad things about, and good things about this. Don't really love the condo, but I love the view. The view is wonderful. It is Sunday evening, and I wasn't going to address this, but it's just been weighing on my mind. The mass shootings that happened in Florida last night. And the thing I really want to stress is the fact that it's a horrible thing. This is awful. My heart goes out to all of the families and friends and everyone affected in this. The YouTuber who was just killed on Friday. These are terrible, terrible incidents. But I want to stress this. I don't want to see these incidents used as any sort of political anything. It's too new, it's too raw. Take some time to fully process these things. I know by the time this goes out, it will be a week later, and by then things will have changed. We'll have new information, and that's what's important. We'll have new information. But right now, I mean, to me it just feels cold and heartless for people to already be politically using these incidents for whatever agenda, and I don't care what your agenda is. Let these people have time to heal and mourn. And it's almost too overwhelming to even fathom what's happened, and it's going to take us as a nation a long time to get over this. That's always something to think about. Good Monday morning. It is a filming day, of course, so that means it is going to be a day of getting a whole lot of stuff done. And then normal jazz. This week is building up to the great adventure, which you'll hear about later on. And then we will see what goes on. Okay, so my video about Patreon came out, and what I'm finding really interesting is so far I've lost 3 subscribers. Does that necessarily mean it's about that video? I have no idea, none whatsoever. What's really interesting about this is the fact that, hey, at first I was panicking about this, thinking, oh no, I should never have talked about it. But this is actually real life and those sort of things. So, I don't know what to think about this. It's sort of interesting. What do you think about it? Because my view on this is I've seen other people do videos about Patreon and those sort of things, and it hasn't affected me one way or the other. I'm kind of curious to see if the people who left, if A, had anything to do with that video, or if they thought that the channel was something completely different, or if it was because of that video, even though I said in the video I was still going to make videos and it was just a tipping kind of thing. I don't know. This one's really strange. What do you think? But I don't feel bad about that because it's an honest video. It really is what it is, and I think that some of the things which we get shown or told on YouTube is the fact that you want to make it all happy and perfect and everything is fine, and to not, they say be yourself in an authentic way. Well, they don't want you to be yourself in an authentic way. They want you to be the happy version of yourself that doesn't need anything, that's just there for other people to, watch and those sort of things. Well, that's not really authentic. Authentic is telling it like it is. And so it's really odd because I was one of the first people who in our mastermind group said, people really don't want to see true authenticity. They want a version of you. And now, daily vloggers, you usually with daily vloggers get authenticity. That's what I find really interesting about that. So I will put that caveat there. That yes, with daily vloggers you usually get them being fairly authentic, but not always. Sometimes people do just put on a version of themselves. So what do you think? After having a really late start and I was in a bad mood all day, I finally have the dog treats are in the dehydrator. I have the chocolate sauce on the oven. It should be about ready to come off. It is getting almost done, and I did all the cooking for today. Hooray! I'm exhausted. I'm really tired, and I don't know. I'm hoping I'll be in a better mood tomorrow. Maybe a night's sleep will help me out. Good Tuesday morning. A great day of editing is ahead of me. It's going to be like in the 80s today. I don't know what all the day is going to hold, but we're still on track to get things done. Hopefully I get a lot more done than I did yesterday. I just wasn't into it. I'm hoping today I will be. Okay, so this whole not having motivation thing is beginning to get to me because, normally I am totally there work way ahead, and I'm ahead, but I just can't get motivated to do anything. I don't know what the cause of it is. I hope it passes really quickly, but I have no motivation. I just sort of feel blah. I don't know. We'll have to see if this goes away. It sorta is, but I don't know. We'll work on it. What you just missed was I found the absolute best bug killer on the face of this planet. You know what it is? It's a vacuum cleaner. There was something big and it moved fast, and I happened to be vacuuming at the time, and boy, that vacuum cleaner sucked up that bug, and it got it. Made me happy. Didn't have to wonder about it. You don't even have to be that accurate with it. So yes, vacuum cleaners, great bug killers. Good Wednesday morning. It is going to be an interesting day. I'm trying to get my motivation back, trying to get back on track. We'll see how that goes. About ready to take the dog for a walk. Life is pretty good. After more than a few days of what seemed like I was getting nothing done, I'm now getting back on track, finally, and getting things done. But luckily I was so far ahead that you won't really see a difference, but it was disconcerting to figure out, what exactly was bringing me down. I mean, I'm pretty certain I know and everything, but I just had no motivation, no anything. I mean, I just wanted to stay in bed, and that's a bad thing. So, I mean, yeah, everybody struggles with depression and those sort of things. If you do need to seek out help and that sort of stuff. But this one was really strange that I just couldn't do anything. And I was still getting things done. I just didn't feel like it. I was basically forcing myself to do things. But now I got a lot done today, so I think we're getting better. Let's take a look at our celery, see how our celery's doing, because I think you might be surprised. The celery overall looks great. I'm very happy that it is coming along quite well. I'm being blocked by the lights I have in the studio, so that's really cool. I need to replant my avocados because they need to go down now into dirt, and then I'm going to check tomorrow on my plants which are outside and see how they're doing. I do feel more productive, I do feel better, so that's good. It is supposed to storm today. We will see how that actually goes. It would be nice because, wow, everything looks so ridiculously dry. It is dry, in fact, to the point where I'm actually, when we walk out into the high grass, I sort of stop Chablis from going too far because it is really, really crunchy and awful and terrible and dry. Ugh. So I'm hoping we get this storm. It's supposed to come in this afternoon. We'll see. Good early Thursday morning. I just filmed what's probably going to be a time lapse of the sun coming up. It was pretty cool. First time I've ever done that, so we will see how it goes. And now we're going to go for a walk. So we had rain earlier, which was for 3 or 4 minutes. I was thinking, oh wow, I'll get to show a video of the storm rolling in. Not so much, no. So now we're supposed to get more rain tonight. We'll see. I don't know. We are out for a walk in this dry grass. She is enjoying the evening. It's not real hot, but it's not one of those, if there's a nice breeze, but it's still not one of those things where you're going, I just want to sit out on the porch because, it's okay. Have you ever had one of those moments where you just realize something just clicks? All this time, I've had these 3 tripods, and for whatever reason, I'd stuck with my Canon tripod that came with my Canon camera for all this time, and guess what? It's the smallest of the 3 tripods. That made absolutely no sense. So now, for whatever reason this morning, when I went to do the time lapse, I pulled out the other tripod. It is way taller, way easier to deal with, and now I can look you in the eye and without cranking it all the way up. It just seems silly when I think about it, but hey, you live and learn. You just get used to things, and you keep doing them. This way, I can use a better tripod. It has more options. I can do a whole lot more things with it. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so I'm laying here on my bed because part of what I do is this. I am waiting for a really long video to render, then I have to upload it. This is the first time that I've done it, but I think it's pretty cool because I captured the morning with just my flip camera. Then I'm going to actually post it. There's no extra music, no extra sound, because I personally like videos like that, where you can just sit there and enjoy a long period of nature. You get to watch the sunrise and the clouds change. I was going to enhance it and everything and make it all perfect, and I realized, no, this is what it actually looked like, and I think I'd rather see it how it actually looked like. The sounds are really cool, it's just peaceful and relaxing, so I'm sort of excited about that. So I've got that rendering, and right now I'm doing nothing, just waiting for it to get done. Woohoo! While I was waiting to this to render, I just read a story in our local newspaper about marijuana Santa Claus. Yes! Someone had left on people's front porches little potted marijuana plants. People are thinking that it was probably somebody who was shutting down their grow operation, and they just dropped off a plant to everybody's porch as if it was to say, Merry Christmas, marijuana Santa has been through. I thought it was sort of funny. The police did go through and confiscate all the plants, but hey, wow, there for a little bit, marijuana Santa had gone through the town. Yes, it looks like, well, it is. Marijuana for medical use has been legalized in my state, and they are pushing to do a new reform for marijuana for recreational use, or at least so that people who are doing marijuana for medical purposes can actually grow their own. So that's sort of cool. But yeah, that one just made me, I've been laughing about that so much. I can't imagine waking up in the morning and find a potted marijuana plant on my front porch. It's so funny. The plants are doing quite well. The herbs and the vegetables are doing quite nicely. I'm impressed with them. The strawberries look pretty good. Everything looks really well, and we have a couple little things coming out, like some peppers, some strawberries, and even a few tomatoes. We did get a tiny little bit of a storm. It rained for about 20 minutes, 10-20 minutes, and then it stopped. So now it's just breezy and breezy. You can still hear some of the cicadas, but nowhere near as loud. Good Friday morning. It is the end of the week. If you're following my weight loss journey, I'm down just half a pound this week, which is pretty cool because it was sort of a stressful week. But it's getting back, everything's getting back to normal. My big adventure is actually put on hold right now because of a few incidents that, well, we'll see how they play out. So it might not happen until, I think, Wednesday or Thursday. So we will see how that goes. Not wholeheartedly disappointed, but I'm a little sad about it. But we'll see how it goes, and I hope I get to see you again next week.